Hello, everyone, and welcome to PSL. This is the Summer Vacay Tournament. Thank you, May. Hello, May OP. Oh, hello, everyone. Let's go through these rosters before they start without us because I'm a little bit behind. Slot 3, Lotus Academy. Slot 4, After Freedom. Slot 5 are these Sleeping Forest. Slot 6 are N Hyper Esports. Can't you see them? Slot 7 are me Zexies. Hello, Plutov. Slot 8 is the Sentinels. It is peanut butter jelly time tonight, boys. Slot 9, Nebula. Slot 10, RRIPD. Team X, Rest in Peace Department. Alright. 11, Signed to God. 12, Nucleotide Esports. 13, Seneca Esports. Hello, Wizard. 14, Dark Esports. J. Parandy, boys. 15 are Strangers. 16, Team Fate Academy. 17 are Arsenal Villand. What's good? What's good, boys? Hello, it is Monday night, and we are headed into semifinals Group Ives, and we have got some big teams in here. Good morning, Spidey. Hello, everyone. All right, so let's turn the music back on because they're doing us kind of good today, weren't they? I was kind of liking that. It's not so bad. Hello, Sunshine. Woo! Alright, let's scroll through this and see what we got going on. Hello, Guach. I see you. 1 minute, extra minute, starting 02. So we got a little bit of extra time. It looks like we're still waiting for a few people to get on in here. So while we're waiting for these guys to hop on in, I'm going to let you know that the top 8 of today will be moving on to finals on Friday. Tomorrow night is Group Umbrella. Let's see how many times I can say umbrella tomorrow night. I'm just lucky it's not tonight. My tongue is not working at the moment. But I got my water. I'm set. Like and subscribe. I like it, son. How's everybody's Monday been? Oh, what am I missing? Oop. Foxy Rich. Shout out to PSL for doing these UC giveaways. We'll have UC giveaways today, tomorrow, and Friday. Friday is the big day for UC giveaway. Today and tomorrow are just little teasers to get you ready for it. Alright, guys, looks like we're starting, so let me turn off this music and let's go ahead and pop up this little screen down below and head on into Erangel. Tonight is 5 matches, so let's see how they do. Good, bro, good. UC. Spidey's always here for the UC. I'm sure Foxy will be telling you guys what you need to do shortly. Alright, that is up. And I need to find somebody to jump with. We've got some great Great, great. Look at this. Baton. Oh, I didn't. Sully, it's the sun. Naomi, I found you. I almost missed you. Dark Esports Sky leading us into Erangel, guys. We are coming in from the northwest, just to the north of shooting range, going across Rozhok School, Farm, and Novo Crates, and they're going to be dumping off into the water. Mobile users, beware of keyboards. Ooh, I think she's already dropping hints. UC codes will be sent randomly. There you go, guys. She's telling you what you need to know for the UC. But otherwise, guys, sit back and watch these insane teams. These are some really good teams. We should have some great fights. It looks like Sleeping Forest is jumping right here with After Freedom. And Dark Esports, where are you guys headed? You're not headed over there, huh? Let's go. It looks like you're headed close to the Mazexes. Oh, I think they're headed up to Yasnaya. It looks like they're going to be doing just fine, but we do have a lot going on over here. Let's check in and Mr. Wizard. See what the Wizard is looking at over here. Let's load on in. We're headed down to the car. He's prioritizing vehicles. Nice, nice. But we do have a couple teams right over here on top of each other. Let's peek in on Sleeping Forest and see what these are all about, because we do have Wadusita right over here with the 686. Nope, he's got a pump too, but he is right over here next to all four of them for After Freedom. Green will do it by her. What? Do the spin. Do the spin. You guys like that spin, don't you? Alright, let's go over and also keep an eye on the Sentinels. Oh, the Sentinels. They are just down to a trio coming into the first match tonight. So let's go ahead and spin around. See what's happening. We do have... Let's see. Signed to God. I'm going to end up saying that wrong tonight. All four of them up in the northern side of Severny. So let's see what's going on. Wadusita. It does sound like they're starting to creep up onto you. And it does look like we've got one down here. The Wiz right on over here. I think he was the one that was just taking those shots. Let's see. Okay. Alright, so let's check the map, guys, because I see the zone has popped and they're out of zone. Ooh, our first zone is very far to the north, all the way over to the northeast. So just going over the top of Pachinki Shelter and heading on up. And here comes the Nate. So we're going to stay here for a minute. Everybody else looks like they're pretty separated. So we do have the Sentinels was signed to God, and we've got Sleeping Forest over here with After Freedom. So let's see what's going to happen. Wadusita just waiting for one of them to make a mistake, and he is being very patient about it. Let's scroll around over here into Severny a little bit more. We still have all four of them up there, but we lost one of them for the Sentinels. I'm not sure where he went. Maybe going off onto a cheeky off angle, so we'll have to keep an eye on that too. Sounds like, ooh, I see a couple of them coming up onto Wadusita. They are right down below him. Let's see what's going on. He's got to watch out for those nades coming in through that window as After Freedom is starting to come up those steps. And here comes his teammate jumping across and in. See what's going on. Who is coming on up and in? Ooh, right on over here. That is Flowers on the backside. Let's see. I swear I saw Flowers. What am I seeing? Oh no, Lexus gets found by Wadusita. Let's check in on Taz. Taz is up here throwing those nades right on down, and let's go. Let's see what's going on right on over here. And things are getting heated up. Let's see what Patron is doing. Patron getting ready to throw that nade right up onto Wadusita. Wadusita throwing that nade right on back. And look at that. Patron sees Wadu. What a nade by Patron. Now Patron now getting ready to hop on over and push up in there, but there are too many over there for just the duo. Tass probably calling him back at the moment. Might be a good time to go ahead and rotate on out since it is a 2v4, but let's see how they handle this. Even though there is an initial knock, we are going to get Wadusita pick back up, and they are already getting ready for the next push. They know that there's only a duo over here, and yes, they are. After Freedom, trying to get on out of there. Now let's see what's going on down in here. Looks like Sleeping Forest has got the vehicles. Let's see, Tintin right on down here. I don't see Jelly anymore. Let's see, there's enough. Did we lose Jelly? Where is Jelly? No, he's still here somewhere. I'm not sure where he is, but let's go ahead and check out these rotations because everybody's starting to come on in, and I do think After Freedom may be able to get on out of there if they move a little faster. I think Patron, he's a little hungry, guys. He got that knock, and he really wanted to push, and he is in the wide open. Let's see. Yes, he did make it across. All right, guys. So I think there's going to be a little bit of space between these two teams. Let's check out what's happening over here. We got a new player on the screen for Team 12. This is Nucleotad Esports, and he is right on top of the swamp right over here by Nebula. Nebula's not too far away in the swamp on the other side of the swamp from where the new player is. Let's check in on Voltex right over here. He is pretty close to the team. It is Mazaxis. Mazaxis are right over there in East Raz. So let's see. They didn't go to, unless they've already rotated on out of the apartments, but they are over here in East Raz, really close to strangers. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. And it does look like Dark Esports is about ready to get all of them right in their lap, unless they stop at the compound right at the top. Let's see where they, yes they are coming up and in, so let's go. SB Gamers, thank you for the sub. Heartbeat Sing, thank you for the sub. Dior, hello Dior. Shout out to Dior for orchestrating all of this. So make sure you tell him GG's. Alright, so let's see what else is going on. And thank you for the UC. Dior is the UC guy, guys. So he is the one that has said what we are getting. Alright, guys, let's head on. Ooh. Dark Esports already got found. Who got found? I missed it because I was reading my chat, guys. Oh, no. Lassie. What is going on, Sky? What did your boy do over there? Katam down to... Oh, Katam is down. What is going on right on over here? Let's check in on strangers. Voltex, what are your boys doing over here? They are still looking around. Oh, he was out in the field. Alright, what's going on? What are you doing, Ghoul? What are you doing? You behaving? And KT over here trying to get those angles down onto Calicar. Get moving, Calicar. Don't let him find that head of yours. Alright, let's see what else is going on the map over here. We do have the fight that's going on between Strangers BD and Dark Esports. They are now out of zone, but they're not that far away. They can keep this fight going. But over by the cube, we're going to have a lot of action. I do see at least 2 or 3 teams coming up onto Wizard and Seneca Esport. Oh, Gallagher. Oh, no. Naomi, it's up to you now. What are you going to do? You got them all around you. So let's keep an eye on this. Let's see what's going to happen as here comes a bunch of teams right up by the cube where Seneca is already has it out. And I'm not sure where After Freedom is. I think I might have missed that, but we do have them running all together right over in here. Let's see what's happening with Team 12. Team 12, Nucleotad Esports and Seneca. And Team 17, which are Arsenal Village. So let's see what's going on with them. It looks like they're coming up and around. Oh, one of them, Jin from Nucleotide has been knocked. It looks like there's another one from Nucleotide. Yeah, 2 of them. Verk has also been knocked. So now it is just down to new player and Nuke. And it looks like Naomi is the last one still standing. But we do have another team that's come up over on the backside. Lotus Academy. So now Naomi getting pushed up on by the 3 of them from Strangers. So let's see what Naomi can do here. As here comes the Strangers, but not too far away. We've also got Lotus Academy at the station. So Lotus Academy is paying attention to this third party. So, oh, Naomi. Alright, so Dark Esports taken out by Strangers. But now we do have Lotus in the back, so let's see what's going to happen next. Sounds like Lotus is starting to take those shots. And what is happening with N-Hyper right up in here? We got Sentinels right here with N-Hyper. And STG signed to God. And Baton is out driving around, but he's down to about 5 HP. Let's see what's going on with Baton. I did not see who was getting those shots over onto him. But there is the Sentinels right across the field. And Baton is back into his... And TT Skur! Hello, Skur! Alright, so let's see what's going on. It looks like N-Hyper might be moving out and around just a little bit further. And we do have Sign to God moving down and getting really close to Strangers right over here. Lotus went ahead and left the station area. Let me scroll back just a little bit more because they are coming in from both sides. And we still have this craziness right on over here. Let's see what's going on with this player right here from Nucleotide and Nucleotide Nuke right on over here in the Wizard Tower right across from Arsenal Villain. And they have Seneca Esports right at the cube. So he is kind of pinched right here. Not sure how he's going to get out of that one. Alright, let's go over here and see what's going on with the Sleeping Forest. Ooh, Wadusita has been knocked as they came right up onto Nucleotide. The new player has been taken down and out, but I think Wadusita will be able to get back up onto his feet. Nebula came up and around. Look at that crazy rotation. They're headed up and over towards the shooting range to the north of that. And we do have Strangers BD. It looks like they're getting ready, or Strangers, it does look like they're getting ready to come up and around onto Sign to God. And let's see what's going on. Because you can see on your map right here that these are all Strangers. We got Voltex straight across. Ooh, and Ghoul has already gotten one knocked. So now let's check in on Ghoul. See what's going on with Ghoul right at the top. See what he can see from over here. And let's go ahead and check out the map down below. See, it does look like the Sentinels and N-Hyper right over here. Tintin might be having some neighbors around. Ooh, Ghoul. Ghoul gets found by Manny. YouTube. Let's go over to Manny. Check in on Manny. Is that you, Manny? I see you. Alright, so let's see what else is going on. Our zone did pop again. We are going from Severny to the river just to the north of Rosshawk. So the river is no longer in play. Everybody's going to have to come across. And the Sentinels right over here, I feel like are going to be able to really gatekeep a whole lot of teams that are straight across. We still have the Nucleotide Esports in that Wizard Tower, and all of Seneca just holding it down right on over here. So we'll keep an eye on that, see what kind of plays they can get. And ooh, they are getting sprayed from Voltex right across on that riverbank. He is trying to find, and it does look like, oh, KT got knocked, and they are going, oh, KT's been knocked again. So now here comes the push up onto Ghoul, but here comes the Mazexis. The Mazexis, Pappy Dreesty coming right up and over, trying to get Ghoul. Ghoul getting shot in the back, and Cat God finding him through the smoke. And now it is just up to Volt Axes as the Mazexis come right up and in. So the Mazexis are just a trio, but they are coming right up now onto Signed to God. Look at this. They are all right behind Manny. Those guys are cheaters. Can you show STG where they are? Yes, actually, look at that. I got STG on the screen for you right now as I'm reading that. All right, Blossom getting a knock on to the Sentinels right on over here. Let's check out from the sky level, see what's happening. We do have and Hyper FSS way at the back at that shelter. But the rest of them, Tintin, oh, I think Tintin's in trouble. Tintin trying to hold off all three of them as they are pushing right up and in. So let's see what Tintin can do as they come right up and in. Here is Manny, Ninja, and Mahal. There you go, gamer. And they are coming up over here by the Mazaxis. The Mazaxis are right up on top of that hilltop. We got Cat God straight across the way trying to get the shots over onto Sign to God STG. All right, our zone is creeping on in still, and let's go. Let's see what's happening. Sentinels, Jelly, or Tintin. So now I'll go ahead and put that back up so you can see these rotations, and let's see what we could see over here. I think Nuke is in serious sad shape, guys. I'm not sure how he's gonna get on out of there, but we'll figure that out later. Ooh, we got a fight right up in here. Let's go over here and check in on Arsenal Villain as they're coming right up onto Sleeping Forest, and Wadu Sita from the top of the hill trying to get those shots right on down on top of the Arsenal Villain. So they are coming up and around, and they're going to end up right on top of Nebula. Nebula right over here with Arsenal Villain coming straight at them. You can see it on the map down below. I'll kind of slide that over a little bit more. There you guys go. Get a little better idea of where your teams are at the moment. We do have a lot going on. We still have the Mazaxis down by STG. We got Team Fate. We still have Nucleotide Nuke way over here, and he needs to come on in, and we are going to the southwest of Severny up on that hill. So let's go on over here and see what the Arsenal is doing over in the shooting range, and they are coming right up again onto Sleeping Forest. We got Reverse right at the top of that screen. Let's see what's going on. Reverse is trying to get those shots right across onto Shatta. Shatta trying to get on out of there, and I hear footsteps right down below, and we've also got another team coming up and around. I believe that is FSS, and he is not too far from the back. And RIPD Flash coming up and around on this backside. He's got the dips, but he's got to keep his back clear, guys, because these dips are treacherous. All right, let's go up to Nebula, see what Nebula is doing at the top. It looks like they're trying to get those shots straight across, and we still have Nuke down in that wizard tower. He needs to come to zone. So let's go. Let's see what's going on right across the way. We do have that crazy fight between Arsenal right on over here, and it's only up to Shatta, and Shatta's trying to hold off the push by the Sleeping Forest. What a shot right through that buggy, and the Sleeping Forest is also getting picked off by our RIPD department, and ooh, trying to get those shots, but Nebula from the hilltop across the way, the Severny Hill. So that is a good place to be, Nebula. Now here comes Nebula on this push, but Nebula, there are like 4 teams right on over there. So let's see where Nebula ends up, because everybody is coming right up onto this ridgeline. Let's see what's happening right on over here. Let's see if we can get the sky view of all this craziness. Come on, bend down. Ooh, come on, you got this. All right, so we've got Sleeping Forest, RIPD Shu Young trying to use that S12 to his fullest. Let's check in on FSS. He is still keeping an eye on where everyone is, and there goes Baton driving right on in across right in front of him, and he is keeping an eye right over onto Nebula, because Nebula is still up at the top right across. No, that is the Lotus Academy. I forgot the Nebula moved across. Lotus Academy trying to hold it off, and Lotus Academy down to just a duo now. We got Lotus 38383832. I don't know what you guys are doing here to me. Alright, so let's go. Let's see what's going on. We had Ninja just finish off one of them from the Lotus Academy. As he is coming up and in. So let's see if he can get into the zone, because the zone is pushing on in. And look at that! Nucleotide Nuke got out of that wizard tower, and he is center zone at the moment. Let's see if we can find where he is and see what he is looking at, guys. He is right here, and that is the worst feeling, to be down behind this concrete barrier. It always is never fun. And so Team Fate has to come up, and now we've got Seneca Esports right on top of the Mazaxis, and gatekeeping, both teams gatekeeping Team Fate from coming into zone. And here comes the blue zone coming right up and in. So all these teams do need to rotate on in. Let's see what is happening. Ooh, FSS over here flirting with the Mazaxis, and Ninja still trying to get on into zone. And STG still a duo, but they do have to go across that street. That street is so brutal. So let's see what's going on now. Let's see if we can get on over here to the top of this. See if we can get some ideas where everybody's coming on in. We have Seneca. We've got Team Fate Academy. You can see Nucleotide. We know where he is. And all the smokes from across the way. The smokes from STG as they're trying to come on in. You can see Nebula in there. And we are still trying to get into zone over here at the shooting range. Oh, Ninja coming right on in and finding one from Nebula. But we do have Baton and Hyper coming right up and in. They've got this cliffside and all the cement barriers right in front of them, but they do now have the Team Fate right up on top of them. Team Fate right over here. Team Fate, oh, nervous, getting his tires popped, trying to get out of that way. Let's check in on Jerry. Oh, Mr. Flash from above. Let's see what Mr. Flash is doing from Seneca. He is just waiting for the rest of them from Fate to pick him back up, because he wants some more damage points. Here comes the nades. Here comes the mollies, and he's just getting that smoke all right in there. Let's see. Does he get anything? Doesn't look like that nade got anything. Oh, but he could see him. Look at that. Oh, Mr. Flash, I'm sorry. Let's check in on Wizard. The Wizard right on over at the top side. And now everybody's still trying to push into this cliffside over here on top of... my DM's always open, Suli. Alright, so let's check this side of the mountain, see where all these teams are coming in. You know that N-Hyper is still right there below Team Fate. We got Seneca on top of the hill, and we still have the RIPD department right on down here. Let's see what's going on as they are creeping right up next to the cement barrier. The cement barrier is so difficult to play. Let's see what's going on right on over here is Baton. Baton trying to get those shots, and there goes Jerry. Jerry going right up and around, but Jerry gets found by Baton, and right when we get onto it, and now look at that, he could see one of them from Team Fate. Team Fate now is driving right into RIPD, and RIPD is right across the way fighting with Nebula, and we still have STG Ninja centered up in that shooting range. Let's go. Let's see what's going on over here as Alpha from the top of the hill. Let me scroll in a little bit more. You can see that Seneca, even though they're on the side of the hill, they have nothing in front of them, so they've got the smokes out, and everybody's trying to heal back up for the second rush. Let's see, we have 50 seconds until our next zone. Let's go ahead and leave it right there so you guys can see what's going on right down below. And let's go. Let's check in over here on and Hyper Baton up to 4 eliminations as he's coming up and around. He is still trying to find Team Fate down below. Team Fate is still right over there, right next to RIPD and Nebula. And I think RIPD is now gone. We are down to the last 5 teams. Let's see what's going on with Nebula. Nebula in this little dip right here by the cement barrier. Wizard's the last one still standing right on the top for Seneca Esports. Let's head over to Baton and go from the top right over here because Baton is right on the edge of the zone. We do have that tree in the way, but you can see Wizard up at the top and Ninja is coming in from the back. Let's check in on Ninja right over here. Ninja! Woo! Ninja getting those shots over onto N Hyper, but Ninja is also fighting the blue. Ninja also has 2 teams right in front of him, and there he goes to the blue. And now we are down to the top 4 teams. We do have N Hyper, still a trio. Wizard, oh, I'm sorry, Wizard. And so now Team Fate is the last one still standing against N Hyper, 3 of them still standing, and they are getting picked back up. And look at Baton. Baton is up to 5 eliminations, 10 altogether. Now Baton knows exactly where Fate is. Let's see if this nade lands right on top of him as he gets up, and boom! Blossom from the top of the hill. N Hyper coming in first with 11 eliminations. Coming in second, Team Fate with 6 eliminations, and Seneca coming in third. G top 3. Here are the rest of your scores: 4 through 6, 7 through 9, 10 through 12, 13 through 15. Going all out. N Hyper Baton. 5 eliminations, 882 damage. I will have live scores when we come right back for match 2. Be right back.
I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in the cradles, profanities. I see the world through ice covered in ink and bleach. Cross out the ones who heard my cries and watched me weep. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. Take my eyes open to force reality. Why can't you just let me eat my weight in glee? I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in their cradles, profanities. Some days I feel skinnier than all the other days. Sometimes I can't tell if my body belongs to me. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. Hold your breath and feel the tension. devils hide behind redemption. Honesty is a one-way gate to hell. I wanna taste consumption, breathe faster to waste oxygen. Hear the children sing aloud. It's music till the wick burns out. Be carefree lately, yeah. Just kicking up daisies. Got one too many quarters in my pockets. Count 'em like the four-leaf clovers in my locket. Untied laces, yeah. Just tripping on daydreams. Got dirty little lullabies playing on repeat. Might as well just ride around the nursery and count sheep.
We about to turn it on. We about to turn it on. We about to turn it on.
running to me. All of the noise turned into choirs of harmony. Left me with the pieces of forever that you broke. But since you left me alone, I've been
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to PSL Summer Vacay. And here are the scores. And Hyper coming in first with 21 total points. One winner chicken dinner. Team Fate Academy coming in second with 12, and Nebula with 9. We are still not going just yet. There we go. And this time we are jumping with N. Hyper. Baton. Oh, I deleted it. Baton had 5 eliminations, 800, almost 900 damage. I can't remember, guys. My brain's not working. And we are headed into Sanhok with Baton. There we go. You guys know it already. Let's go. Alright. I stay in slot 1 or 2. I'll go spectate when I start. Oh, you hit start. I didn't realize that. Alright. I was worried about you. I mean, that would be a rough awakening. We are coming in from the very northeast point of Sanhok, going across the top of Paradise, just to the south of Painan, and out the Samhee docks. So there we go. Let's see where all these teams are headed. Mizexis, I only see one on the plane still. What is Pappy Tree State doing? Looks like he did not get the memo. Baton's still on the plane. Let's go ahead and scroll in just a little bit down here. And it looks like Baton is off the plane. So let's see what he can see as he is jumping down, because he sees all sorts of teams right on over there. Is Nebula and RIPD both headed down to Samhee. And it does look like we got 2 teams right over here in Paradise. We have Strangers right over here with the Lotus Academy. Let's go. Let's see what's going on. I only see 3 for the Lotus Academy. Voltex has been knocked in 3-8, 3-8, 3-8, 3-8, 3-8-2. Was down to about 5 HP. And Hooks is starting to get closer, as well as Joy Boy. Oh, Mr. Flash from Seneca just got a knock. Oh, it doesn't look good over here. Alright, so let's see what else is going on. Baton doing just fine. It looks like we got another fight right up over here. Let's see what's going on with Dark Esports, and Seneca. Mr. Flash has been knocked, but we're getting picked back up. Where is Mr. Wizard? Oh, Mr. Wizard doesn't have a gun. Oh, go, Wizard, go! And so now we got Zenithu trying to get those shots over onto Dark Esports. Dark Esports still has Katam and Sky. Looks like what is going on over here? Alright, so we are getting picked back up, and I think that might be it for Seneca, Sky, Naomi getting 3 of those eliminations. Alright, so let's go on. What's going on down here? It looks like Strangers taking out Lotus Academy. We got another fight going down here. Let's see what's going on with Nucleotide. Right on down here with After Freedom. And I see the Mizexis are in a fight right over here in Hot Tin. Let's see what's going on with Hot Tin over here. We got the Mizexis right over here with Team Fate and Team Fate Academy. I only see... Oh, I don't see anybody. Oh, there he is. Nervous, running. And all 4 of them from the Mizexis are up. Look at that. All right, so let's see what's going on with After Freedom right on over here. Patron, what are you doing? Patron, right above Verk. Verk is right there below Patron. So let's see what's going on with Fresh. What you doing, Fresh? Fresh trying to get those angles right on over, trying to figure out where that new player is. New player right over here. And Nebula is not too far away. You could see that they're already starting to pop up onto our screen. Let's see, where are they? They are coming up from the west. So I do think that Nervous is living up to his name. Let's check in on what Nervous is doing right over here on this edges. All the Mazexis are coming right up onto him. Oh, and the Mazexis clearing out Hot Tin. Our very first zone is all the way down on the Ruins Island. So new player, you need to watch your back because Nebula is coming up right behind you. And Fresh is flirting with new players. So let's see what's going on with Patron. Sounds like Patron trying to figure out where they are. Oh, Patron, here's that DBS. Not liking the sounds of that. Let's see who has the DBS. It is Tasked right upstairs, I think. Is that who has the DBS? It is. Tasked trying to make sure that that staircase is clear. Alright, so let's see what else is going on. I do see the Sentinels right over here coming up really close to STG, sign to God right over here. And let's see what's going on. It looks like sign to God is going to end up in this trap by the Sentinels. So the Sentinels keeping an eye on sign to God down in the camp. Oh, that drop shot by the new player. And there goes, it is just up to Patron. Patron coming up and around trying to get, oh, Patron able to clutch that up, get his teammates back up, but look at this, Nebula is right on the outside, so let's see what's going to happen with that. So let's see what's happening everywhere else. It looks like every place else is pretty clear. Strangers are coming into boot camp. We do have and Hyper all along the north side of Ruins, and then we've got Dark Esports starting to come in and across, and there goes that trap set up by the Sentinels. Let's go over here and see what's going on. Tintin was able to get that elimination. We still have Jelly right at the top. Let's see what Jelly is doing. Peanut butter jelly time. And now STG knows that they are in a trap position. Let's see how they get on out of there. We still have Manny, YouTube, and Ninja. Ninja's coming out and around, and Ninja may find Sentinel, or may find Tintin right on over there. Ninja and Tintin. Let's go over to Ninja, see what's happening when Ninja does it. Yes, he does. He sees Tintin right across that way. Let's see who it's going to be, Ninja or the Tintin. And look at this. We got a 2-2. We got 1Vs each place. Let's check in on Manny YouTube, and here they come right up and in, and oh, he's coming right on in on top of you. So let's see what's going on now, because it does look like one of the Sentinels hopped into a vehicle. So let's go back over to Ninja, see what Ninja's doing, getting ready to throw that nade right up and over. He knows exactly where Tintin is. Oh, that nade got Tintin down to about 1 HP, but here comes the Sentinels. Enough coming up and around right behind Ninja. Ninja trying to get on out of there. Look at that. Here comes Enough coming up and in, and the blue zone is pushing these players. Nebula just found after Freedom Task. Ooh, Ninja trying to get those shots still onto Tintin, but now Ninja does have 3 of them right around him. They have left Manny alone, and Ninja still trying to get out of the way of all those nades coming right up and in on top of them. So let's see if Ninja and Manny can get on out of that. Ooh, one of the Sentinels does get knocked by a nade. So now let's see what's Ninja gonna do. It looks like Ninja's still trying to get those angles along this wall. This wall could be really, oh, Ninja cannot get that angle. He's gonna have to come out and around. Can he see him? No, there's a tuk right down there. How is STG doing? We are on STG. It seems like every time you ask me, gamer, we are on them. Alright, so let's check in on Manny right on over here. Manny right across the way. It looks like Manny has moved out and around, but we still have, I think that's Jelly way up in that corner. And now look at this. He can see Tintin. Oh! Manny pops up in that window and is able to find Tintin right behind that wall. And Tintin's down there. And yes, it is Jelly way up on that ridgeline. So now it is just Manny and Ninja against the three of them. And Manny's still trying to get that. But Jelly is coming down. Oh, Jelly is pepper spraying Manny. Gets Manny down to about 10 HP. Let's check in on the peanut butter jelly time. As he is coming out and around, I think he's going to try to get on over to Tintin, but Tintin is out in the blue. He is about 20% health, and here they come, and it looks like we got another one. It looks like we might be going to get that res onto Tintin, but Manny is coming out and around, but we've got Jelly chasing him down. So let's go over to Manny, see what's happening. And enough. Oh, enough finds Ninja with the S12 and then right through the containers. STG going out to the Sentinels trap. All right, we are going over to Ruins Island. Let's see what's going on right down here. After Freedom, still right over here. Let's go on over to the bridge because I see that we've got Strangers over here right next to Dark Esports. Dark Esports coming right up and over onto that edge line. So let's see. N Hyper was over here at one point. I'm not exactly sure where N Hyper is, but there is Dark Esports pushing Strangers right on out of that compound. Alright, let's go back to the map, guys, and figure out where everyone is. We still have the Sentinels that need to come in from Kampong. And we still have this fight that's going on that's on the main screen that's between Nebula and After Freedom. It looks like Baton might be coming right up and over by the Arsenal of Villand. So we might have a fight there too, but I'm thinking we're going to have a fight between Dark Esports and Strangers pretty quickly. So I'm going to go back over here, try to see what's going to happen because I feel like Strangers might push up. Yeah, I think they're getting ready to push up. And we do have Calicar all the way over in Ruins. So we do have a split for Dark Esports. So we'll have to figure out what's going on with that. Patron now with that DBS waiting for Nebula to come up and in. Nebula, one of them's already knocked. Patron trying to get those angles over onto Nebula as Nebula is also coming out and around. Oh, Patron tries to get out through that door, but holding that down. All right, guys, let's see what else is going on. We still have the Sentinels coming in. We have Nebula coming in. We do have the Sleeping Forest that may gatekeep the Sentinels from coming in. Mazexi's up at the Triangle of Death. They may end up right in on top of N Hyper. And I think this fight's about to start. Let's check in on Lassie and see what's happening on here. And then I'll go ahead and put this map back up so that you guys can check in onto what's going on right on over here because Strangers is right over here with Dark Esports and not too far away is N Hyper. FSS is right over here and the Mazexis coming right up and in through all of this chaos. They're going to drive right through the middle of Dark Esports and Strangers. And look at that, they made it all the way through those teams over there, right next to N Hyper. And we still have this standoff right over here between all of them from Strangers and Dark Esports. We have Dark Esports coming up on each angle, coming up and around. Look at that. We still have Calicar keeping an eye straight across. Calicar is down in the Ruins area, trying to come up onto the Strangers. Voltex trying to get those shots, and Calicar is still running right across. Ooh, and there goes Lassie. Lassie was driving right on down, and Calicar now taking those shots straight across. And let's check in on what the rest of them are doing. Let's see, this is Voltex. Let's see, where is Ghoul? Ghoul getting into the car. Where is KTT or KKT? KKT is still on this backside, and he does have Calicar coming up not too far behind him, and they are all circling right up and around. And now the Sentinels are right over here with Nebula. Nebula, just a trio over here, and let's go. Let's check in on what's happening. Jelly trying to throw those nades, and Jelly now trying to come down and around onto 99. Ooh, Jelly with that DBS, but Jelly is down to 1 HP. Can he? Oh, and he gets knocked by a nade. Oh, no. So now let's see what's going on. It does look like strangers are over here chasing down Dark Esports, following them all the way along, and it looks like the Sentinels will get Jelly picked back up, and you gotta love Sanhok, guys. It is hard to keep up with this. Alright, so everybody else is pretty separated. Robin trying to get on out of there, and does have the Sentinels right behind him as well, and they are still coming up. Look at this. Oh, Voltex is knocked, and so now we are just down to Ghoul. Ghoul is the last one still standing for strangers against Dark Esports, and Ghoul comes out with that DBS and gets Dark Esports down to 1 HP, and that Sky is on the inside. Sky came. Oh, did you just come out onto? Oh no! And there goes. Oh, we still have Calicar for Dark Esports though, and what is going on right on over here? Let's fly up. Oh, Flash, I'm sorry. And we do have RIPD getting pushed up on by the Arsenal villain. Let's go on over here and see what's going on with these two teams. Let's check in on Spiky. Spiky getting ready to throw those nades right up and over. It is just the duo now. So now let's see what is happening with everything that's going on. They are all right on the outside. Not too quick to push up onto Spiky, and he's got that DBS. You guys know what it's like to push into a DBS. It is not the most fun thing. His partner way up on that hilltop trying to cover over the top of him. And Spiky is down to about 20 HP, and that nade from the back, and his partner got knocked too. Alright, let's go ahead and scroll on in a little bit more, guys. See what's happening. We are on Sleeping Forest as they are pulling right up and in right next to where we were just at that fight. Look at this, the Arsenal villain. They are right over there. So let's go. Let's see. They are right down below. And look at this. Right on over here. Oh, and Robin finds Jelly. And now Robin's trying to get on out of there because the rest of the Sentinels are still coming up. And we did lose Jelly. He did get thirsted and all that. We still have Calicar, and it looks like Baton. Baton is over here keeping an eye on Calicar because look at that trail of smoke. Calicar says, I'm right here, Baton, I'm right here. No, Calicar, no, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. No! No! Alright, so let's go, guys. Let's see what else is happening. And there goes Nebula Robin to the Mazexes Cat God. Me sexy, me Zexes. Alright, we are down to 6 teams, guys. We still have Hyper. We still have Ghoul from Strangers. Mazexes are keeping an eye right over on the Ghoul. Everybody right over next to Ghoul. Ghoul right below Hyper, and across the street from the Mazexes. Look at this. Ghoul, could you have picked a better place to sit? Look at this. Hyper, Mazexes, and Ghoul by himself in that little compound. Alright, guys, let's go ahead and scroll on in and see what else we can find from the up close and personal. Pepe Triste right on over here. Let's see what's going on with him as he is. Oh, Tintin, he can see you. Oh, Tintin, you can't move out in the clear like that. Team 5 coming up and around, coming in for that push now on the backside of the Sentinels. Where is enough? Enough is knocked. So now Yukio, the only one left standing for the Sentinels, and here comes not only Sleeping Forest, but Mazexes straight across the street. And now let's go on in, see what's happening with all the rest of this chaos. You can see that everybody is pushing into these compounds right down below. We still have the Mazexis. We have Baton right over on that hilltop by the Arsenal villain. Just flirting that hilltop with them. We do have the Sleeping Forest. We are down to the top 5 teams. So there you go. Alright, so let's see what else we can find on the main map. See what we can do right on over here. And Hyper still flirting with the Arsenal villain. And they are all out and about. Let's check in on Batonas. Batona's driving right over here next to Catcat. Catcat right in Baton's sight for just a second. So now let's see. Baton, our last match top fragger. He does not have any eliminations just yet. So let's... Oh! Baton trying to find him. Trying to run him over. So now let's see what's going on with the Mazexis. And Hyper are pushing right up and over onto the top of it. Johnny Gaming YouTube. Big fan, Johnny. Big fan. My 1,000th YouTube subscriber. Alright, guys, let's keep an eye at the top of this. See if we can get as many players as we can. Oh, Pappy Triste has been knocked. Mazexis has been knocked. It's up to one. Hida and Cat against and Hyper and Arsenal. Villain and Sleeping Forest are still coming right up and in. So let's scroll around, see if we can get in out of the blue so we can see what has really happened. Cat with that S12 suppressed, trying to hold off and Hyper comes up and over the top of that ridgeline. Right there in front of him, trying to get those shots, and he still has the Arsenal right down below. And Arsenal coming up and over the top, and now we are down to the last 3 teams. We have Hyper, Arsenal, Villain, and then we've got the one solo from Sleeping Forest. And our zone is right on top of that street. There goes Hyper. So now it is just like that. Coming in first, we've got the Arsenal villain. They came in with 10 eliminations. Then Sleeping Forest coming in second with 3 eliminations. And Hyper coming in third with 3 eliminations. GG top 3. Here are the rest of your scores. 4 through 6, 7 through 9, 10 through 12, 13 through 15. Going all out. Arsenal villain. Shatta. 7 eliminations. 664 damage. We'll be jumping with Shatta when we come right back for match 3. And I will have your live scores. Be right back.
To get out of bed. She never looked that way at me. I swear she's fucking with my head. Take me far away from pain. Take me far away, far from yesterday. This ain't a love story, it's a funeral. Darling, damn, you look beautiful. You're killing my heart, it's the usual. Killing my heart is the usual. All you do is waste my time. Done being a victim of your phony love. All you do is waste my time. sense, can't get them off my head. I don't feel alive, kinda had this feeling for what's been a while. I don't even know your name, it's strange that I keep you closer than my friends. Call me Dracula. Call me Dracula. Call me Dracula, say Dracula, say Dracula. You can relax and look at me naked, I'll show you exactly how. Say Dracula, say Dracula, say Dracula, baby. Something to let you feed my appetite, lead you to your blue. Take it all, call me Dracula, say my name. Gotta chew you up, throw you away. Take it all, call me Dracula, say my name. Gotta chew right through you, throw you away. You've been talking about patience, hoping for everlasting. You're known for talking crazy. I know it's infatuation. You know how I feel inside. You know what is real and I rock with your vibe, but I don't think that we should tie. I know, for real, I know, real deal. So please set me free. Just let me be. I know, for real, I know, real deal. So please set me free. Just let me be. Just let me be. I got a lot to say. I hope you don't feel no way. I hope you don't make the same mistakes when you blow the flame. You're kind of obsessive to me. You're kind of too strong on your feet. I can't say that I guarantee, but I know what you mean to me. I know, for real.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to match 3 of PSL Summer Vacay Tournament. This is semifinals group Ives, and here are your scores. Coming in first, and Hyper with 29 total points, 1 winner chicken dinner. Arsenal Villand with 22 total points, 1 winner chicken dinner. And the Sleeping Forest coming in third with 16 total points. Woo, I had to run and grab a new water. I'm out of breath. And let's go ahead and put that up. I'll leave those scores right on down at the bottom for you guys so you guys can check in on your teams. This is only match 2. We have 5 matches tonight. We are headed into match 3. Headed into Erangel one more time. I think we have 2 more Erangels, to be honest. I think we are going into Miramar next, or Erangel, Miramar, and then Erangel, if I read it right. Don't hold me to it, guys. Don't hold me to it. Alright, so let's go. We are jumping this time with Arsenal Villain with Shatta. 7 eliminations, 664 damage. Let's find the Arsenal. Heading on down. Arsenal Shatta. Did I just see Chiffon in here? Ooh, look at that. And our next flight path, we are coming in across from the southwest of military base, going across the top of farm, shelter, mansion, and right to the Bass Mouth. We may have some AFKs on land over here, guys. So let's see what's going on and see where everybody is going. We are still with Shatta. Whoops. Sticky little button there. And Shatta is off the plane, and he does have a lot of teams in a lot of directions. He's got my snow leopard. Somebody get that snow leopard for me. It does look like they are jumping really close to Dark Esports and RIPD department. RIPD Team X. There you go. There we go. And then Strangers are jumping with Lotus Academy right over here. And the Sentinels are jumping with Team Fate. So we might have a fight right over here in Novo. And let's see what's going on further up. Mazexis are off with Seneca and Nebula. And Hyper headed off over to Lepovka. And yes, I do see the Chiffon himself. Alright, so Sentinels getting set up on the hilltop over Novo. So we'll have a fight when they come out. Looks like Flash is over here just following along, keeping an eye on Dark Esports. I'm not sure what Flash is doing over here. Does he know that Dark Esports is in front of him? Because it doesn't look like he's keeping an eye on him. So I'm not sure what his ideas are over here. So let's see what's going on in our first zone. It has popped. We're going over to the east, just to the north of Yasnaya, around Pachinki, around military base, and all the water. We have the Milta Power Peninsula, Lepovka, all in zone. Alright, let's keep an eye on. I'm not even sure where to keep an eye on first. I'm not sure what Flash is doing over here, to be honest. He does see, oh, he's got all the Dark Esports right there in front of him. What is he going to do, guys? I'm not sure what his train of thought was. Is he going to try to get in over there? It does look like they're getting, oh, RIPD. They are getting into positions around Dark Esports. I'm not sure what Flash is going to do with Calicar and the boys all paying attention, but the rest of RIPD is all right up at that northern edge. So I'm not sure what we're going to see in just a second, because I'm not sure how Flash is even going to be able to get in onto land, because he is being watched by all of them. Look at that, they're even following him. I'm going to keep that down below, and let's go ahead and check out the map up above. The Sentinels are right on top of Team Fate over here. It looks like the Mazexis, Nebula, and Sleeping Forest have all split up, and they've given each other some space. Dark Esports already found a shot right over here onto Rect. So let's go back down here, see what's happening. I'm not sure Flash is going to be able to make it. And, ooh, oh, Lassie gets knocked. So now let's see what's going on with Calicar. Because Calicar is now coming up and in because one of his teammates did get knocked. And we do have Flash right down below. And look at this. Calicar does have an M4 and an M24. And Flash, your head is above the water. We can see you. Oh no. So now let's go to the sky above, see what we can see as Dark Esports are pushing up on the duo, still left for the RIPD. So we do see that Spiky has been knocked. It looks like Wrecked and Sitsu, they are doing just fine. We know that Flash is knocked out there in that water. And, oh, Katama's been knocked, and so is Lassie. So, everybody's getting a little bit chewed up over here between these two teams. Let's check in on what Sky is doing over here. Sky, Naomi's trying to make sure that nobody gets... Oh, Wrecked can see Sky from there above. Oh, no, Naomi. So now it's just up to Calicar. So now, let's see what's going on the rest of our map. It does look like the Sentinels are pushing right up and in now. Here they come. Here they come right up and around onto Team Fate. There's Jerry right down below. And we still have, let's see, where's everybody else? Nervous is in the back. And all the Sentinels are pushing right up and over. So let's go check in on... Oh, looks like... Oh, Flash just died. Alright, so Flash has been eliminated. And it looks like... Ooh, we might have a fight over here. Let's see what's going on. Oh, Cat God's been knocked. So now let's see what's going on with the Cat God. Because we do have Strangers not too far away. Strangers are up. And it looks like they're coming up and around the school apartments right over here. So now, how much street? Yeah, 3 minutes. So let's see what's going on. Thank you, Sun. Sun seemed to be on point today. So let's see what's going on with Juanita. Juanita is right over in here. And we do have that fight going off right on down here between the Sentinels and Team Fate. Oh, no, no. The Sentinels getting taken out by Team Fate. I don't see any more Sentinels around here. Let's go back to the map so that you guys can see where everybody is coming on. And we still have that crazy fight that is going on over in Primorsk. And we do have the Mazexis over here with Strangers. Let's keep an eye on Ghoul. See what Ghoul is keeping an eye on. It looks like he's watching as they come flying across. He does get some damage right on over there. I think I'm going to go ahead and go on up and keep an eye on the fight down in Primorsk as well. And let's see what's happening now. We still have RIPD, and it looks like... Are we down to a solo player for Dark Esports? I think we... Nope, Calicar is around here somewhere. Oh, he is right over there. So, yeah, we still have a duo for Dark Esports and a trio for RIPD Team X. So, let's see what's going on. Juanita, Cat God, Pepe Triste, and where is Mazexis? Lotus and After Freedom now in a fight. So, let's see. Let's go back to our map and find out where Lotus is with After Freedom. Where? Oh, right on down here in Milta. Let's see what's happening down in Milta. Lotus Academy coming up and along this edge. Right over here with After Freedom. Patron and Fresh are both knocked right over here. Lotus Academy holding on to the gas station compound. And look at that. We still have Tast right over there. It looks like Tast may be the last one still standing for After Freedom. Juanita. Ooh, Juanita getting chewed up as Ghoul is coming up and around. So now we still have all four of them for Lotus right over there. So let's see what else is going on. And we are still going to the east. We still have Lapovka and Milta Power all right over in zone. We still have Juanita. It looks like Juanita getting on out of there. We do have Mazexi right up on top of that. And let's go. Let's see what else is happening. Looks like they're pushing right up and in onto the Mazexi. So let's see what's happening right over here as they're coming right on through. Right on past them. There goes Voltex and coming right in. Oh, right on in behind him. Juanita, the last one still standing for the Mazexis. And it looks like Calicar made it out of Primorsk. Calicar is the last one still standing. He is trying to heal up as all of RIPD still coming right on out of Primorsk. Calicar hopping onto that motorcycle and heading on in. And now, Strangers may end up right on top of Seneca. Let's see what's going on because Mr. Flash coming up and over the top of Potato Hill, not too far away from Strangers. Strangers right behind him, and they are all starting to come on into zone. It looks like N-Hyper and Arsenal Villain are getting ready to find each other again. And look at this. Here comes the rest of Strangers. Let's check in on Wizard right over here as Strangers are coming in. And let's go over here and see what is happening right on this craziness. Because we've got 3 teams over here. We have Arsenal right over here with, let's see, oh, who is down in... It is After Freedom Task. Task went over to the prison. Look at that. We also have Shifan and Baton for and Hyper right on over here. Let's go over here and see what's happening with Blossom. Blossom at the backside. Let's go and see what Shifan is looking at with his 400 ping for Shifan. Oh, and it does look like Task right over here is with Juanita. Juanita from the Mazexis goes right down and into the prison. And now, look at that. Signed to God right over here in the fight with Strangers. Let's go over here and check in on Signed to God. There you go before you ask me, gamers. There it is. And Mahal trying to stay out of those nades as they're coming up and around Juanita and Task right over here in the prison. Let me go ahead and put that map back up so you guys can see where your teams are coming, because we got another chaos down at the East Bridge on the south end. Lotus Academy getting ready to gatekeep, but we do have Nucleotide right over here on top of... This is Team Fate. There you go. Team Fate. Yeah, I'm lagging again. I can't get it to bend down and around for us. There you go, guys. It is Team Fate and Nucleotide right across from each other, and Lotus Academy at the other end of the south or the East Bridge. Voltex straight across that street. Let's check in on Voltex. He is the last one still standing. He's the last one still standing for Strangers, and he's got Signed to God straight across from him. There you go, gamers. Your team is moving out and around. What is Akash doing? It looks like they are getting ready to rotate down and past Voltex. Voltex right up above, and he knows that Voltex is right there. And this fight is going off now right on down at the East Bridge. So let's go over to the East Bridge fight and see what's going on with Team Fate Academy over here in a fight with Nucleotide. Nuke OP has been knocked. So let's see what's happening. We are fighting out here in the blue, and we do have smokes coming in. We have Fate Jerry up on that hilltop, and don't forget we still have Lotus Academy gatekeeping. So, yep, here comes the shots from Fate Jerry right across on top of that hill, trying to get the angles from right up top. And now let's get on down to. We are down to just the last 2 players for Nucleotide. Let's check in on Jin. Jin pushing right up in. And Team Fate, it looks like they're going to be able to get their team pick back up. But can they get across this East Bridge with Olive Lotus? Olive Lotus is sitting here waiting for him to come on into zone. Let's go over and check in on Juanita. Oh, look at all that loot. Alright, so it does look like Tast is pushing up and in onto Juanita. It looks like Juanita is still just trying to survive, and Tast is right on the outside, but we do have N Hyper right on top of that as we are still going up to Lipovka and the lower lip of the Bass Mouth. So let's go. Let's see what's going on now, because Team Fate still has to come right on into Lotus. Look at this. I don't know how Team Fate is going to be able to get across this bridge. And both Juanita and Tass do have to come in for After Freedom and Mazexes. And it looks like Sleeping Forest coming around to the north side, going right around the top of Nebula. And we do have Sign to God that are coming right up and in. And Juanita is going to run right into Chiffon. Chiffon is right at the top of that, waiting it all out. So we still have the teams. Let me see if I can get as many teams in there as I can. So Chiffon is right up top. I think Chiffon knows that there are 2 teams down. 2 solos, not even teams. Who's here for UC? Looks like Foxy's getting ready to drop some UC for you guys. Get ready. Alright, so Chiffon's still trying. I think Chiffon heard Juanita's vehicle. And Lotus, there goes the fight over here at the bridge. Let's go up and check out what's happening. We knew this bridge camp was going to happen, and one of them from Team Fate was able to get on past. Looks like Hooks. Is Hooks knocked? I don't think Hooks is knocked, but Jerry. Oh, there goes Jerry. Hooks is able to find Jerry. Lotus now getting ready to rotate, and the duo from Team Fate were able to come up and around. We still have Calicar coming up and into zone right along that edge, headed up towards Yasnaya. Seneca Esports getting all into that ridge line, getting all situated and hyper all along that south edge. So let's go. We'll go ahead and scroll on back so you can see how your teams are rotating on in. Chiffon, I'm not sure what he's shooting at right across the zone, but Chiffon is in zone. Oh, come on. There we go, guys. And we're still moving north, so let's go. Oh, we do have another solo over here from Team Fate as Lotus left. And Verk is able to come on in, so Team Fate Academy is still a trio. And look at this, they're going to go right around that outside of Milta where Lotus is going in, so nice rotation there. Alright, Chiffon's still right on top of the prison, knows that there's still a vehicle down in there. It looks like Verk is driving the long way around, guys, so let's go ahead and watch a little closer, a little more of this play to see what's going on. Calicar coming all the way into the north, right above Nebula, Sleeping Forest, and Seneca. And Chiffon still up at the top. Juanita, oh, he's gonna find you. Oh, he's gonna go ahead and pop those tires. Chiffon right at the top, getting ready to not only try to end the Mazexes, but no one. Spidey's even gone. Look at that. Foxy can't even give away money. Alright, Lotus is coming right up and in on top of Chiffon now. Chiffon trying to get on out of there as Lotus Academy comes up right behind him. And here comes Lux right at him. Oh, Chiffon, I'm sorry. Baton across the way, trying to get those shots over onto Joy Boy. FSS right over on the other side, trying to get those shots with the shotty. And now it is just up to Baton, just like that. Baton trying to get out of there. Baton is down to 1 HP. And Team Fate still coming. Oh, and Hooks. You know how deadly that hook can be. Alright, guys, let's see what's going on. We are going from just south of the Bass Mouth to the north side of Lipovka. We have all these roads in the middle, so you know that the zone is going to be separated either right here or right here, probably over here, so that you have to go across two streets. There we go. I tried to say 2 zones. Alright, so let's go. Let's go ahead and scroll on in a little bit more. Yes, sir. Your boys are doing fine, gamers. Look at that. They are way over on that western side. And now we got a fight right over here. Oh, with Seneca, Nebula, and Sleeping Forest. So let's check in on Wizard's been knocked. Let's check in on Mr. Flash. Mr. Flash trying to get those angles right up in there. But Zentisu, I'm not sure how to say your name, right over here as Nebula and Sleeping Forest are all coming right up and in. I think we're going to be able to pick up the Wizard still going, though. Hi, guys. Hello, Foxy. Darling sent me like 10K UC, Sully. You're trying to create a riot? Is that what you're trying to do? My mouth is not working at all. Let's see what's going on with Wadu Sita. Wadu Sita trying to come on in from Sleeping Forest, going right on down, right below Nebula. Nebula, all four of them are still standing, but it looks like he's going to run right over here into Calicar. Calicar, oh, Calicar, did I miss another squad wipe? Calicar. Calicar trying to get those shots over onto Wadu Sita. Calicar, one of the only players that I have ever caught on stream getting 1v4s twice, not just once. And I think he did it again, and I missed it. I missed it. Alright, let's go ahead and scroll on in. Oh, and it looks like Nebula pushing right up and in onto Calicar. Oh, but he gets found by Robin. Robin from the hilltop. Alright, sorry, Calicar. And now STG, here's your boys. Here's your boys over here. Akash is up to 3 eliminations. Let's get on over there. Akash does get one. So let's see what's going on right on over here as Mahal is coming out. Akash does. Oh, Akash is on fire. Get that fire out. There you go. And now here comes, let's see, it is Hooks. Ooh, it's Hooks coming right up and in. We know that Hooks does not play. Hooks is the last one still standing for the Lotus Academy. And he's trying to get that DBS's. Here comes SDG. And now, oh, there you go. STG taking out the Lotus Academy, and the duo will still be standing. And Akash is up to 6 elimination gamers. There you go. Alright, we still have Team Fate coming on in. We still have Mazexi's Juanita. So now let's go back over and check in on Seneca. Seneca is doing just fine. They are still a trio, but they're coming right up and in now onto the Arsenal and Team Fate. All of them are right there in front of Seneca Esports. Look at this. All 3 teams coming right up onto that hilltop compound. So let's go to the hilltop. Let's see what we can see from above as the Arsenal villain are getting pulled up on by Team Fate. Oh, Team Fate having some issues. One of them from the Arsenal has been knocked, and oh, Team Fate down, and both of them down to, oh, Team Fate does get taken out. But we do have Seneca right down below. We have After Freedom Task and Mazexi's Juanita right across the street from this compound. Everybody are still coming right up and in. And we are right above. We do have another team right across. It is the Sign to God for Gamers. There you go, gamers. Thank you, Furry, for the sub. Thank you. Suli is the sun. You like that one, don't you, Suli? Alright, so Akash is creeping up onto the Arsenal villain. And we have 6 teams still in this. We have the solo task for After Freedom, the solo Mazexi Juanita. We have a full 4-man squad for Nebula, a duo from Sign to God, a trio from Seneca, and a full 4-man squad for Arsenal villain. So Juanita on this backside does have to go across the street. Look at that, trying to get those shots right up and over. And now all these teams do have to come up and along the street side. So let's see, where are we going? Nebula. Let's check in on Robin, see what kind of rotation Robin's going to do. Robin hopping in, does have a long way to go to get to zone, hanging out in this cloud. So let's check in on Juanita. Let's see what Juanita can do over here. And we still have Tast. Oh, Tast finding Juanita. So now Tast is trying to come up and in, but look at that. Arsenal keeping an eye right on down on top of them. And Shada, the last match top fragger, is right there trying to figure out where Tast is. Let's go over and check in on Shada, our last match top fragger, as here comes Nebula right up onto this push. Here they come up and into this compound. We still have Seneca Esports right down below. We're down to the top 4 teams. We have Nebula coming up and into Arsenal Villain. And now there goes Nebula, and we are down to Arsenal Villain and Seneca Esports with a solo from After Freedom. We still have Tast over in all that smoke, and Arsenal Villain is paying attention to all that. Look at that. Oh, Wizard, no! He can see your head. Let's see what Tast is doing. Tast is trying to get on over onto the Seneca. So let's go over and see what Mr. Flash is doing. Mr. Flash, you are really close to Tast. Tast is right over there on top of you. Let's check in on the Wizard, because the Wizard paying attention, trying to get as much information as he can for his team, because I think they have to push up this hill. And he wants that cliffside at least, because look at how pretty Arsenal Villain is sitting on top of this in zone. And alright, so Shada right there. Ooh, Quatch! Wizard with that knock onto Quatch. And now Shada with that popping on out. So now let's see what Mr. Flash is doing. Mr. Flash coming up and around, trying to get those distraction shots right on down onto him. They do take this cliffside, so now they can come up and in, but they do have Tast right over there. Here comes the nade over onto Mr. Flash, but it goes right behind him, and they are still coming up and over. And, oh, look at that. Tast is still coming up. Tast could really hurt Seneca on this push. Here comes Tast right up and in onto Zensitu. And oh, he does. Tast does get that knock onto him. And Mr. Flash is down to about 5 HP, but he gets another knock onto Arsenal Villain. Oh, and Tast. Oh, Tast is able to get Wizard with that nade. So now it is just up to Mr. Flash, Tast, and all 4 of them from Arsenal Villain. And Shada is coming right up and around. Mr. Flash getting pinched between Tast and Shada. Mr. Flash trying to get those shots, and he does get the knock onto 2 of them. Oh, so now Tast is still to his east as he's trying to use his ridgeline. Mr. Flash with the squad wipe. Woo! Can he win it? Oh, Tast finishing it off. Seneca Esports with the squad wipe. Mr. Flash OPs. After Freedom coming in first with 3 eliminations. Seneca Esports coming in second with 6 eliminations. And Arsenal Villain coming in third with 8 eliminations. G top 3. Here are the rest of your scores. 4 through 6. 7 through 9. 10 through 12. 13 through 15, going all out. V1V4, Mr. Flash, Seneca Esports, 6 eliminations, 903 damage. We'll be jumping with Seneca Esports, Mr. Flash, when we come right back. Be right back.
color running through your veins, and I can't breathe when everything you do is pain. Love me.
Welcome back, everyone. Here are your scores. Arsenal Villain coming in first with 35 total points, a winner chicken dinner, and Hyper coming in second with 29 total points, a winner chicken dinner, and Nebula coming in third with 23 total points. There are your scores. Let's go ahead and put that up down here. Now you can see. Let's go with Sanhok, Mr. Flash with the 1v4. 6 eliminations, 903 damage. Let's find Sanhok Esports. Oh, where's Sanhok Flash? Right when I had him. Right when I had him. Where is he? Where is he? There he is. There. A little bit behind. Alright, so we are coming up from just north of Partona, going across Chumacera, just to the east of Monte Nuevo, El Pozo, going across Crater Fields to the west of La Cabarilla, and all the way to the wall between B and C. Alright, let's go, boys. Let's go. Hello, Ibram. Alright, so let's see. We do have quite a cluster jumping off at the start of the plane. A lot of teams headed towards the Leones area. A couple of teams headed over towards Chumacera and Via del Mar. Looks like Strangers BD is jumping to Chumacera with, let's see if I can click onto him. Oh, too much happening. It does look like Mr. Flash is doing just fine, headed down to this compound. Nobody right there with them. Let's head over to see what's going on over here. They are on the ground. We do have Voltex right on the screen across from RIPD Team X. So they are right across. It is a 3v4 situation in Chumacera. So let's check the rest of our map, see where everybody is going. It looks like we've got Nucleotide Esports, Nebula, and After Freedom down in the Leones area, and we are going to the eastern edge again. We are going up from Cruz de Val, around Picado, San Martin, down around the south of Leones and Olive Impala. So let's see what's going on up here in San Martin. We have Mazaxis right over here with sleeping for, oh, we almost got the run over, trying to get that run over, and Pappy Triste trying to get the shots over onto him as he, oh, and there it goes. So there goes one from the Sleeping Forest. And now let's see, are they going over? Yes, they are. They are all trying to push up and over now. We do have one that was down quite a bit in health from the Sleeping Forest right over here. And it looks like he's going to do just fine for the time being. Let's go over here, see what's happening in here. Oh, and I guess that one is over. Let's see what's happening over here. Who are you fighting with? It is Seneca. Let's check in on Seneca. Alpha has been knocked, but we do have Quatch right over on that other side for the Arsenal Villand. Alright, so let's see what's going on. And ooh, Shada. So Arsenal Villand, I think they might be out now, guys. I think they were just taken out by Seneca Esports. Seneca Esports taking out the leaderboard. Alright, so let's see what else is going on. I'll go ahead and scroll on out so that you guys can really see what's going on. And we'll stick here with this. Oh, Voltex getting down to about 10 HP. As we got Flash is knocked right over here. And here comes the rest of them. RIPD getting pushed pushed up and in, and he does get that knock over there onto KTT, but he does get knocked over here. So now let's see what's going on as Voltex is trying to pick up KTT, and we do have Ghoul still coming in with the M249, and we have Wrecked. Oh, Wrecked coming right out right in front of Ghoul. And there it goes. So now let's see what else is going on. Strangers taking out RIPD Ghoul with 3 of those eliminations. Alright, so let's see. N Hyper down in Valle del Mar. They need to go need to loot up and get to Zone, because Zone is all the way over to the east. And now let's check in on Calicar and Sky have both been knocked for Dark Esports. Lux from Lotus Academy taking out 2 of them from Dark Esports. Come on, Dark Esports. Come on, boys. Alright, so let's see what else is happening. I think this is the main fight at the moment. Everybody else is fairly close to each other, but this is Miramar, so they are not on top of each other. So let's go ahead and check in on the sky view of what is happening down here in Picado. We do have a duo still remaining from Dark Esports down in the 5 stack. It looks like they're trying to get on out of that 5 stack as Lotus Academy is pushing up and in hooks all the way to the north side of Picado. We'll keep an eye on that for a minute because there's still quite a bit of space in between here. It looks like Nucleotide headed over towards Puerto Paricio, but they're not too far away from Nebula. Seneca East, or Sentinels. The Sentinels are coming up and around, so Lux is still over here trying to get those shots down onto Katam and Lassie. And oh, get into that vehicle and get out of there. Go, boys, go. Let's see what is happening. Let's see, can they get on out of there? There they go, guys. They are leaving Picado. So let's go ahead and put that map back up so that you guys can see the rotations of your teams. See where they're going. There's nobody over on that eastern edge, so I'm just going to go ahead and scroll it on over so you can see that N Hyper is not too far away from Strangers, right on in Chumacera. And then we've got this whole line of the Sentinels over here. We've got Dark Esports. They may end up right on top of Strangers, but we do have N Hyper coming up and around Chumacera, so we might have a crazy fight there. We do have the Seneca Esports coming into San Martin up at the top. Mamba, thank you for the sub. Alright, so let's go check in on, I'm not even sure where to go just yet. It does look like Dark Esports is getting pulled up on over here by Team 4 After Freedom. And oh, we got N Hyper coming up and around right over here by Strangers. Strangers are all right down in here, and there is Blossom coming up and in. FSS coming right on through. So now let's see what's going to happen with Strangers and N Hyper down here in Chumacera. Where is the rest of N Hyper? There is Baton up on top of that hill, and we do have Caprice somewhere around in here as well. I'm not sure where Caprice is. There he is. He's way in the back. So we still have Baton getting up on top of that, on that cliff side. Blossom not too far away. And Strangers right down in here. Dark Esports is able to get it out of there. Sorry guys, I was paying attention to what was going on, but Dark Esports is getting chased down by Lotus and After Freedom. And Lotus and After Freedom are right next to each other as well. And Lotus are still chasing them down. Monster Clock, hello. Lotus paying attention to After Freedom coming up right behind him. So let's go back to this map and see what else is going on, because we do have Team Fate not too far. Oh, is that a Baton is over here getting those knocks over onto Strangers. Let's see, where is Baton? Let's get on over here and see what's happening. FSS has been knocked, and I think Strangers is down to one solo player. You can see him moving right on out, And who is that? It is KTT. KTT. Oh, where? Oh, they are both still in this, guys. We still have Ghoul and Voltex. I don't know where I saw KTT, but Ghoul and Voltex are getting away from all of this chaos. And we do have all four of them still standing from N Hyper, but they're gonna end up right over here on top of After Freedom, and Lotus, and it looks like Tast is trying to get up and over onto Lotus. Lotus does have one knocked right on down below. Let's see what's going on. Oh, and it's Hooks. No, that is devastating for Lotus Academy. Hooks. Let's go, because N Hyper is coming up and around. N Hyper getting ready to get into this third party. Here comes Blossom coming right up and in, and there goes Hooks. Blossom stopping right on that backside, getting ready to take those shots, and Baton from the top. And then Lotus 3-8, 3-8, 3-8, 3-8-2. Trying to get those shots down onto Task. Does get Task knocked, but N Hyper is still coming up and around. We still have Lotus over here as well. So Lotus is just down to just a duo as FSS is coming up and over the top. Look at this, and they're pushing After Freedom on out, right on through the spray of Lotus. And now Lotus does have Blossom coming up on the backside. And there is, who is at that top? It is FSS at the top. So much chaos coming in right over here on the outside of zone, and now they are still coming up and around onto. Oh, what did I do? No, come back out. Let's go. Let's see what's going on. Caprice right across the way. Let's see what's happening. If I can catch any more of that. I hit the wrong button, guys. Let's go over to Baton. Baton has been knocked, and we still have this fight over here with Lotus up at the top. Dark Esports is now coming in on top of all of this. We still have After Freedom across the street as well, and we are right on the edge of zone. Patron is in zone. Dark Esports, and let's see what Caprice is doing. Caprice coming up and around on the outside of Patron. So now our zone does go more central. We got it coming into just San Martin. We got the power grid, the northern side of Los Leon. We got the truck stop, and all centering around the Minas Generalis area. And Caprice still moving out and around. And Hyper still at a full four-man team, not too far away from Patron. Patron right across the street, just trying to keep his head down. Strangers coming right up. Oh, I just missed that. There goes Strangers. They landed right on top of Come on. There we go. Sleeping Forest right over here. We did lose one, but we did get one. He to pick back up, and they were able to finish off the duo from Strangers. And what is going on? Here you go, games. Your boys are getting ready to get into a fight. Oh, and the nades are starting to come on in, and look at that. Patron does get found by N Hyper. And the Mizexis are pushing up onto Sign to God. And here they come right up and in. And oh, Mahal does get knocked right on over here, but we still have Manny YouTube. Manny, YT, we got Ninja, all three of them still coming up over here, and Manny gets knocked by the Mizexis. Mizexis right across the way. Our zone is getting ready to pop, so let's go. Let's see what's going on, and we do get another donut zone. So we are going from the graveyard down to the northern edge of Leones. A lot of these teams right over here in this cluster right on top. We do have Seneca coming in as well on top of all this. So let's see if we can figure out where Seneca is. Seneca right on top of Cat God, and here comes the rest of the Mizexis right up on to Mr. Flash. Mr. Flash, our last match top fragger. We got to see him with that 1v4, and I think he just got found over here. No, he did not. He is still right here as the Mazexis are coming up and in on him. So let's go ahead and scroll on in so you can see where all your teams are rotating in. Get the bird's eye view of this map. Alright guys, let's see what else is going on with the rest of our map. Is everybody does need to rotate down and into zone. STG still right on over here. Here you go, gamers. There they are. They are down to just a duo. We did lose Manny in that. They were not able to get him, but we do have Seneca Esports right on top of them. And Ninja is over there taking those shots. Let's see if we can figure out what's going on with Ninja, because here comes Cat God for the win. Cat God right there. Oh, and Cat God gets right in Ninja's face and does get thirsted. And now here comes the rest of the Mazexis. But don't forget, we have Seneca, Mr. Flash from the top of the hill. And we knew Mr. Flash was already up here. Mr. Flash does get knocked. And let's see if we can get Mr. Flash picked back up as Mazexis are still right on down below on top of everybody. And Alpha trying to get those shots over onto the Mazexis as the Mazexis head over towards the graveyard. We still have the solo Akash right over here, keeping an eye on Seneca Esports. Seneca Esports all right around this shack, but he is doing just fine at the moment, gamers. So let's go. Let's see what else is happening. We still have all 4 of the Sentinels down in the southeast edge. And let's see, Dark Esports, a duo, does have to come up and in and look at N Hyper. This crazy wide split over on the west side. Uh-oh. Akash holding his breath, hoping that they all just keep right on going into zone. And I think Seneca may end up over by Caprice, so we'll keep an eye on that. Dark Esports coming up and in. They may end up on top of Nebula, but right now, everybody is still pretty separated. Looks like Akash is going to go ahead and run it on in. I don't think he had a vehicle to begin with, but he still has all 3 of them right there in front of him from Seneca. So we'll have to see what's going to happen next. Next one, me probably. No, I was gone for playing Ludo in real life and have some breakfast. Alright, so Akash still right on this edge, but Seneca Esports does go ahead and move on out. Let's check in on what's happening. Oh, Seneca moves right up and in over here onto the Mazexis. Pappy Triste does get knocked, and so now I think Mazexis are down to just Juanita. And Mazexis, Juanita over on that off angle, and our zone does pop again, guys. We are going down to La Padita and the farm to the north of Leones. Let's go over to Juanita, see what Juanita is doing over here as Seneca is coming up and over the top of this hilltop. So let's go over to Seneca. Mr. Flash, give him some more screen time love as he is the last match top fragger. You can see that STG is still trying to come on in. Ooh, Mr. Flash finding Mazexis way over on that edge. Oh, and he's also seen Akash from STG, and Alpha gets knocked from, who knocked Alpha? Was it Mazexis or was it STG from across the way, across the street? And STG, look at this, how much he has to go by foot. You gotta feel bad for STG at this point. All that wide open space, and now Juanita trying to get those shots over onto the backside of Seneca. So let's go over to Juanita, see what Juanita is doing. Juanita giving Seneca Esports quite a bit of headache. So let's see. Akash is in really seriously bad shape. No vehicle right over here. It's got that smoke wall up. And let's see if he can even do anything. I'm not sure he's going to be able to get very far. Oh, he is still being watched by Seneca Esports. So what is going on right down here with what? Oh, it looks like looks like NHP, but we also have a fight with Nebula. Nebula right over here, and we've got Nucleotide right on down below. So Nucleotide trying to push up onto Nebula right over here. Nebula, it looks like maybe Nebula is down to just a duo. No, there's a trio. Pixel back up onto his feet. So let's see. Baton getting another elimination. They are up to 10 eliminations now. Dark Esports trying to come on in, and it looks like Dark Esports is getting chased down over here by the Sentinels. So now Dark Esports down to just a solo, in Nebula taking over that compound. Akash is still trying to get on into zone. This guy's running across the wide open. Look at this wide open space, trying to get all the way over to just to the south of La Petita. What is going on over here? Yeah, that was just way too far to run in now. And Hyper trying to find some helmets on Seneca. Seneca Esport, or Sentinels. The Sentinels are in zone. Seneca Esports Alpha just got knocked. We still have Mr. Flash in here, but he is right over here by Mazaxis, and Mazaxis has been knocked. Let's go over to Nebula, because Nebula is right over here on top of the Sleeping Forest, and see what's going to happen now. We got Sleeping Forest on the one side, Nebula all pushing right up and in. We got Pixel coming up and over. And now Sleeping Forest is down to just reverse all the way over on that other side. Let's go. The Sentinels doing just fine. Let's see what Reverse is doing. Reverse, as Nebula is all pushing up on top of that hillside, and look at this. Reverse does have the Sentinels coming right up and in behind him. Right behind him. Here comes... Here comes, I think it's Mr. Flash is the last one. Yes, Mr. Flash, you could see him just barely down below. But I don't think Mr. Flash has an angle right over onto him. So let's see what Mr. Flash is doing. Mr. Flash keeping his eye on this push. And Reverse coming right up and over the top of that, getting Pixel with that shotgun. But now it is just Reverse, and he still has Mr. Flash right behind him. But he does have a buggy. Mr. Flash still trying to get the shots over onto Nebula, as they are all trying to come up and in. Alright, let's go ahead and scroll on in. We do have Mr. Flash on the screen. We do have Reverse on the screen, and I don't know if Mr. Flash is going to be able to make it into zone. No, he's going to try to get that last knock before going out to zone. Look at that. There he goes for Seneca Esports, our last match. Top fragger 1v4, that last match in Erangel. Alright, so let's go ahead and scroll on in. It's as far as I can go for you guys, but let's go. Let's see what's happening. Reverse does have to come on into zone. We got Zoom. All I want to do is zoom, zoom, zoom. And he's coming right up onto Sentinels and Hyper. And Hyper is right on the backside of the Sentinels. We still have 4 teams in this Miramar match. We still have Nebula, Team Fate, Sentinels, and all 4 of them from Hyper. They are all right over here. Let's see if I can get the sky view for you guys so you can see where all these teams are. There is Team Fate right in front of you. Nebula not too far away. And Hyper and the Sentinels. Let's see how much of that I can get in here for you guys. And there you go. Now you guys can kind of see where everyone is from above. And let's see, what is Peanut Butter Jelly Time doing? Oh, he's got that shotgun, and at this moment, the shotgun's not going to help you. Alright, let's go over to Zoom Zoom. Shake it up. Alright, let's check in on Nebula. Nebula still has to come on into zone. And look at that, they got all sorts of teams rolling right in front of them. Team Fate nervous going right down below them. And I think that was Hyper from across the way taking those shots right over onto him. Yes, it is Hyper from the top, and Hyper trying to get those. Oh, Blossom able to find him, and I think Blossom does get one of them, but Zoom gets the other one. So now let's see. KS, as our zone is pushing right back up and in. We still have the Sentinels right down below, and Hyper and Team Fate across the way. We still have Blossom trying to get those shots, but down to 1 HP. Caprice pushing right up and in. Look at him! Goes right up and over the top of the Sentinels, and now he's coming right up and in. He sees Jelly. Oh, and he sees Jelly in that car, and now Caprice trying to get to the zone. Oh, just barely made it into zone, and now here comes the push from N Hyper onto the Sentinels. Caprice pushing right up and in. We got the Sentinels, the Yukio, the last one still standing, but Yukio coming right out and in with that Tommy gun. So now it's just up to FSS, and FSS knows that it is a 1v2. Yukio with that Tommy gun. Enough right on that outside, so now they are still pushing up and in. Oh, and the nade. The nade right on his head. The Sentinels coming in first with 5 eliminations. And Hyper, guys, look at these 16 eliminations. Team Fate coming in third with an elimination. GG top 3. Here are the rest of your scores: 4 through 6, 7 through 9, 10 through 12, 13 through 15. Going all out. And Hyper Button, 7 eliminations, 1,155 damage. We'll be jumping with Baton when we come right back, and we will see the scores going into tonight's last match. Remember, the top 8 of tonight go on to finals Friday. Be right back.
traveling the mountains just to find the loudest seas. We said down by the fire, knowing we could aim higher, but we didn't know that yet. So if you want something to hold on to, gotta find it first. But here I am, 'cause I've been laying under palm trees, waiting for the summer, knowing there's nowhere to go. 'Cause I am happy on this island, wanna be my farmland. I don't ever want to leave, I'm in a tropic club. I remember the ocean, memories die out too hard. But we were traveling the mountains just to find the loudest seas. We sat down by the fire, knowing we could aim higher, but we didn't know that yet. So if you want something to hold on to, gotta find it first. But here I am, 'cause I've been laying under palm trees, waiting for the summer, knowing there's nowhere to go. 'Cause I am happy on this island, wanna be my farmland. I don't ever want to leave, I'm in a tropic club.
Welcome back, everyone, to tonight's last match for PSL Summer Vacay Tourney. This is Semifinals Group Ives, and here are the scores going into the last match, and Hyper pulling into the lead with 51 total points. A winner chicken dinner. Arsenal Villand with 35. A winner chicken dinner. Post chart. I got the chart up, games. You're 3 minutes in the future. Nebula coming in third with 32 total points. There are your scores, guys. She is typing in my DM. I am not. I don't have the codes. It is all Foxy and Dior. They are the ones that are sponsoring and setting up the codes for us, all of us. So Spidey, say thank you. We'll go ahead and put that up, and this time we are jumping with N Hyper Button. 7 eliminations, 1,155 damage. GG Button. Let's get into the last match, which is Sanhok. Where is Baton? Here is Baton, your last match. Top fragger. Let's go ahead and put that on up. There we go, guys. Headed on in. Remember, the top 8 will be moving on, and I think I get the scores at the end. So hang in there, and you will see the top 8 moving on to Friday. And we're coming in from the southeast, going from Kampong across the northern edge of boot camp and right through Hot Tin. Let's see how many teams we end up with in Hot Tin. Baton is off the plane. Let's see. It looks like they are going to boot camp. Woo! These boys want some eliminations. Let's check out what is going on. It looks like they are jumping with After Freedom over to boot camp, and we do have Lotus Academy going over with Strangers, and Hot Tin is empty at the moment, but I do see the Mazexis and Nucleotide going over towards them. And we got Dark Esports. Oh, Dark Esports right over here with Seneca. Let's see what's going on at Camp Alpha Mountain. Dark Esports, Seneca Esports right on the top of Camp Alpha. So we'll go ahead and keep an eye on that. And we do have N Hyper right downtown. Oh, the Wizard gets knocked by the nade. The nade by Calicar. So now Mr. Flash and I think Zen are headed on down the side of the mountain. Let's go. Let's see what else is going on. And I think all of Dark Esports are chasing off after Seneca. Let's see if we can see. Oh, Mr. Flash gets found by Naomi. And now it is just down to Zen. Zen is the last one still standing. All 4 of them from Dark Esports still chasing down behind him as he is running down the backside of this hill. And Baton is out and about. Does he know that After Freedom is in that back north warehouse? They are all coming up and in. Caprice coming right up and in. They know that that they are right up there. So let's go back over to Baton. And now let's go on down to, let's see what's going on with After Freedom and the Zexes. Let's see what these guys are doing over here with Nucleotide Esports. Oh no, Ghoul is getting all those eliminations over here in Paradise onto Lotus Academy. Ghoul still coming up and around. Baton already taking those shots right at Patron. There we go, guys. My mouth is not working. Oh, Feisty OP on this backside. Does Baton know that Feisty is right there? He does. Oh, Feisty pops out trying to get those shots onto Baton. Baton is still full health, but look at this. He's trying to get those shots down onto Patron. And now Feisty OP coming out and around this back edge. And now look at Baton coming out with that. Oh, Baton does get knocked though by the Feisty OP. Alright, so Strangers does take over Lotus Academy, or does take over Paradise. Let's go. Let's see what else is going on. The map, there's your map, guys, so that you guys can pay attention to the rotations for Friday. Alright, we still have this fight over here, and I do see Lotus. Oh, look at this. Lotus is not out, guys. Lotus is not out yet. Lotus 383838382 is up on top of this rooftop over here with Nucleotide. Oh, with the crossbow. 3838382 was able to get that knock with the crossbow. And now Seneca, oh, you are coming right into the Mazexis. The Mazexis are right there on top of you. You got to hurry up and get across there, and let's see what's going on down here. Here you go, games. Right on over here. It looks like STG is looking for the setup, the trap by the Sentinels, and the Sentinels are starting to come on in with that trap play over in Kampong. So let's see what's going on over here. We do have a couple of them from STG way over on this edge, and Manny is still trying to come up and around. Look at this. Akash right on over here is Jelly. And the rest of them, and oh, the Sentinels now. Oh, so now the Sentinels are down to just a duo, but Manny is over here by himself against all the rest of them. Oh, ooh, he gets found from down below. So now let's see. Was that from Manny? I believe so. Now two of them from STG are not. Let's see what's going on. Manny, oh, Tintin with that nade over on the Manny. So now the Sentinels, a duo, and the rest of them from STG up on that edge, gonna be able to get everybody picked back up except for Manny. So let's go ahead and check out what is going on with the rest of the map. And look at this. Seneca right over here, right next to the Mazexis. The Mazexis are right there in that compound, right in front of them. And a Dark Esports and Nucleotide all right above them. So let's go. Let's see what else is going on. It looks like Strangers is out and around over here by the Arsenal Villain. Let's see what's going on with this. It looks like it's a rotation. And look at right over here. Quatch is coming up really close over here to Ghoul. Strangers right on top. Quatch watching really close to keep an eye on where everybody's going. Keep an eye on Quatch. Ooh! Oh! Akash right when Sentinels came pulling right up onto him. So let's see what's going on with Mahal. Mahal coming out and around. Oh, it does get the shot onto enough. And so now the Sentinels, I think, are down to just a solo. It is just Tintin. Tintin way across. Did not go on that push. And now he's going to have to go into the rest of this match as a solo. We still have... Ooh, we are going to the south. Look at this. We are going from Samhee, going all the way up and around Painan Quarry and the docks, just to the west of the docks. Tintin may end up still on STG. It does look like he is paying attention to where STG is going. Quatch is getting away from Strangers. Strangers has already gone down to zone by the rest of them, but look at this. And Hyper is starting to come up and around. Not too far away from Arsenal again. So let's see what's going on right on over here as they are crashing right into and Hyper. Look at that. The car going there. Oh, and Hyper spraying him right on out of that. That was FSS. Come on, where's my mouse? Let's get, come on, mouse. Alright, there we go. 1v4 gets taken down and out. So now it's just up to Shada and Quatch, the last two still remaining, as N Hyper coming right up and in, and N Hyper I think just ran right into Strangers. Where is my mouse? Come on, mouse. Let's get on over here, see what's going on. And Blossom does get knocked right on over at this edge. We do have Strangers not too far away. Let's see what's going on with Baton. Baton, the last match, top fragger right on top of Sleeping Forest. And we do have Dark Esports coming up and over right on top of Nucleotide. Right on in Hatin still. Dark Esports right across the way from Nucleotide. So we do have all these fights going off in the blue as they are still coming up and in. Let's see what's going on from the sky right over here, because we do have Voltex not too far away. We have the Sleeping Forest right over on this edge. And look at that. Ghoul is coming up right on the backside of Baton. Baton now paying attention to Strangers. And, oh! Gets Ghoul down to about 20 HP. Ghoul taking off and around. KTT rushing over to get over to Voltex. It looks like Voltex has been knocked by all that. And here comes NHP going back over to get back into the fight with the Sleeping Forest because they are on the other side. NHP not worried about getting pinched between the two teams, ready for that third party. And let's go over and see if Voltex, yes, they are getting Voltex picked back up over on this edge. And we still have Shada and Quatch. They are really separated. And the Mazexis right over here, not too far away from Nebula. Nebula right in front of them down at this lower edge. And so let's go back over to N-Hyper right in the middle. N-Hyper still, all four of them still standing. And Caprice up to 4 eliminations. So let's go ahead and put that map back up so you can see where everybody is coming in. You know that Dark Esports and Nucleotide are still up on the small island up in Camp Alpha. Ooh, and here comes the push into Voltex coming right out in front of Caprice, and they're just coming right up in and around with their shotguns. FSS, what are you doing right on over here? The floor is lava, and Baton coming right up and in with that S12 onto Strangers. Strangers are down to just a solo now. Who is the last one still standing? It's Ghoul. Ghoul is still in this, and he is gonna go ahead and take off, and he got into the crate. He's got fresh level 3 gear, getting away from N-Hyper. N-Hyper still taking those shots as he comes up and over the top of that hill, going over towards Painan. Mazexi still coming up over here on top of Nebula. Juanita right on top of him. And they know that Nebula is right there in front of them. And we still have, it looks like Nuke just got knocked over here. And it looks like maybe Lassie over here was able to get that knock onto Nuke. Alright guys, let's go. We do have Vert coming in across the edge. And yeah, Calicar was able to get that elimination. We still have STG over on the Docks Peninsula. But they need to come in and across, but there is not a great way to get across this. We still have the Mazexis. They're getting ready to push up and around. They're going on the outside of Nebula, coming up and around all these cliff sides. We still have RIPD Team X right over on this edge. Strangers Ghoul in Painan hanging on out, and Hyper going out and around the outside. Let's see. Oh, the Mazexis are going to end up on Nebula yet again. Look at that. Nebula just on the other side of that. Let's see. What cat guy. Come on. So, let's go. Very quiet at the moment, guys. We have 1 minute until the zone pops again. It's pretty separated by the river going down, so they got to figure out which side of this river they need to be on. Only Ghoul in a good position. He can go either side of this river as long as nobody comes up and in. Let's see what's going on over here with, oh, and Hyper coming up and in. Let's check in on. All I want to do is a zoom. Here comes and Hyper. Oh, Baton getting those shots right on through. So let's go. Let's see what's going on with N-Hyper. I think FSS was knocked. No, Caprice was knocked over here. So let's go back over and check in on what the boys are doing for Team Fate. And they are all spread out right along this outside edge. Where's Zoom? Zoom's still right on over here. We did lose Nervous. And now let's see. Dark Esports still right on the outside. Right over here. Oh, and Dark Esports gets knocked out by Nucleotide. So Lassie does get knocked on out. And Jin was back in the triangle of death. And now we are going to Painan, guys. Ghoul from Strangers, the center zone. Tintin, what are you doing over here? Tintin, right over here between STG and the Mazexis and Nebula. Tintin has all these teams right up and around. Oh, and now Team Fate is down to just a solo player. It is just up to Verk against Hyper. And Hyper's still pushing up and in, and he's got FSS and Blossom right there. And who is at the top? I can't quite see who's at the... Oh, it is Caprice. So now, and Hyper, we did lose Baton, but Caprice is up to 6 eliminations, 14 total. So the leaderboard leaders are still leading. Let's go. Let's see what's going on as Shada trying to make it on into, and he's going to end up right on top of Dark Esports and Strangers. Strangers is right in there, and we are still coming right into Painan. Let's see if we can see what's going on. We got the Mazexis with Quatch going right around the outside. RIPD, Spiky right there. Quatch trying to get right up and in right next to Shada, but we still have all these teams coming into Painan. We still have Ghoul right across the street. Dark Esports and Arsenal Villand, and it looks like Ghoul is coming in and across. We have the Mazexis and RIPD on your screen. And here comes Nebula. Nebula is coming right up and in right behind Dark Esports. Where is... Come on, mouse. Oh, for the love of... There we go. Let's go over to see what's going on right on over here. Where is... There's Calicar trying to get those shots down onto Nebula's. Nebula's coming right up and in, and we got RIPD right at the top of that hill. We got Flash right up there, and then Ghoul down on the other side, the only player. Oh, and Hyper is coming down from the top of that hill on Ghoul's side. So Ghoul trying to get those shots, and I think Ghoul was just able to find one of them from Hyper. Let's go over to Ghoul. Check out what Ghoul is doing for Strangers right on over here. And he does get another elimination. And it was on to Hyper. No, Hyper is still a 3-man. So I'm not sure who that just was that flashed across my screen. But we still have all these teams pushing right up and in onto Painan. And I just saw one of them, Sky. Naomi does get knocked as he is trying to get over closer to Nebula. Nebula right on the other side of that. But we do have RIPD up at the top of that hill. Let's see. Spidey is still right on this backside over by Mazexis and STG. There are your boys, gamer. There they are, right over here. And Akash is trying to push right up and in, right onto where Spiky is, right across the street. And we still have the chaos going on down in Painan. You can see that from the top. Quatch trying to throw those nades right up and over. And, ooh, Nebula finds one from Cat God. Cat God gets taken out from the Mazexi. So let's see what's going on over here. Juanita is the last one still standing and trying to get those shots as here comes Hyper coming right up and in onto the Mazexis. And our zone is still closing right up and in. And Juanita does try to get those shots. Still trying to get that res off. Oh, but Shada from that sneaky peek. Let's go. Let's see what's going on. We have RIPD coming in from the top of that. You can see that Dark Esports and Hyper. Arsenal Villa and Nucleotide still all right down in here. So let's go. Let's see what's going on because we are coming in and across. We are going up to the edge of this. So I'll go ahead and scroll on out. We are down to the last 5 teams, and Blossom is the last one still standing, gatekeeping 2 teams from coming in. We do have Arsenal Villain right there and RIPD Team X, and it looks like Flash is trying to push right up and in onto Shada. Shada right on the other side of this. Flash getting ready to bounce that nade right off that wall onto Shada. And it does not get Shada, but Shada comes right out with that nade, or with that DBS. Now RIPD, Oh, goes right in onto Blossom, but now Wrecked is right here. And Wrecked pops up and gets Blossom. So now we are down to the last 4 teams. We still have 4 teams in this. We still have RIPD, Arsenal, Villain, Dark, Esports, and Nucleotide. RIPD Wreck does have to come into zone, and so does Shada. Shada right across from him. And Dark Esports looks like they're going to have to come in and across that bridge right over by Nucleotide. Let's check in on Shada, see what Shada is doing, trying to figure out what to do, as Dark Esports knows that they are all right behind him. And look at that zone. Dark Esports did come in across. We got Naomi and Calicar both on the same side, and now Nucleotide right across the way. Let's see what's going on with Nucleotide, because I saw one was knocked. I think that was Verk. And back up into full health. Let's go. Let's see what's happening. Shada does survive this, but Shada, I think, is going to go out to the blue zone. Oh, he's trying to get out the window. Oh, can he get to zone? That's the question. Let's see if he can get into zone, guys, because he's got to come across the bridge. No, it is Dark Esports now versus Calicar versus the Nucleotide. Let's see if we can get this on side by side so that you guys can see as the 2 teams come right up and in. Calicar with that nade coming up and over the top, trying to get that nade over onto Jin. Burke trying to get right on through on the other side of this wall. So now let's see. And we still have Dark Esports in zone. Dark Esports is in zone. And here comes the nade by Calicar going right up and over onto Jin. Oh, Naomi finds Jin. Oh, but here comes the Molly. And we still have Verk. Verk is still right on the outside. So it is just Verk versus Calicar. Calicar is getting ready to push up and in. We got Naomi trying to get some of that loot, I guess. And Calicar knows exactly where Verk is. Calicar right on this outside. And now it is Verk versus Naomi and Calicar. Naomi goes running across. Verk gets some of those shots. And now, oh! Dark Esports for the win. Dark Esports coming in first with 7 eliminations. Nucleotide Esports coming in second with 3 eliminations. And Arsenal Villain coming in third with 3 eliminations. GG top 3. Here are the rest of your scores: 4 through 6, 7 through 9, 10 through 12, 13 through 15. Going all out. And Hyper Capri, 6 eliminations, 937 damage. I'm sorry, guys. Let's go with the iPad. Let's do it this way. And now you can see your scores. 3 through... Let's do this again. 5 through... 6 through 8. 9 through 11, 12 through 14, and 15. Alright, guys, so let's hang out here for just a second and see if we can get our scores. So hang in there with me. We'll see if we can get the unofficial scores. Alright guys, here we go. I'm going to turn the music off so you guys can see these scores. And Hyper coming in first with 51 total eliminations. Coming in second, Arsenal Villain, 35 total points. Nebula, 32. Team Fate, 27. Sentinels, 26. Seneca, 24. Sleeping Forest, 24. And me, Sexy Ms. Zexy's coming in 8th with 22. Remember, the top 8 move on to Friday. Geez, guys, those were some sweaty fights. Have a great night, guys. Stay safe. Come back tomorrow night for Group Umbrella, and then the top 8 from tomorrow night will move on to Friday with the top 8 of tonight. Thank you everyone for coming out and supporting PSL Summer Vacay Tournament and me. We truly appreciate your support. Have a great night. Stay safe, and I will see you soon. Good night, everyone.